Since 2021, Heifer International has been partnering with AgriTech Innovators, emerging from the AYuTe next-gen process to impact smallholder farmers by enabling them to build resilience and grow their revenues to what we call a sustainable living income. Since then, AYuTe has scaled beyond 1 million beneficiaries, cutting across various value chains from 9 countries across several technological use cases, some of them including access to finance, access to information, storage, insurance services, access to market, digital extension services, aggregation services, mechanization services, and so on.
When Hello Tractor came up with the idea for pay-as-you-go, there was not a single investor that was willing to take a chance on these young people that we identified as strong entrepreneurs, bringing real value, driving change in their communities. Through the collaboration with Heifer, we were able to seed the pay-as-you-go tractor finance product, test it, and then quickly transition to scaling it commercially through commercial banks. So through the partnership with Heifer International, we initiated the program with a small $500,000 investment that we grew to $4.5 million. From there, we were able to partner with our largest investor, John Deere, to catalyze some additional commercial investment through Absa Bank, and we've now grown the portfolio to $11 million. This is the largest investment in this segment of the market across Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria, the countries where we started. But it was through the learnings that we generated from the initial Heifer investment that primed the product for commercial investment.
Ignitia partnered Heifer, I think it's been about 2.5 years now. And our partnership started in Senegal and it then expanded to Nigeria. As of now, so far with Heifer, we've been able to reach 65,000 smallholder farmers to then experience our service by providing finance. And we are in the verge of working around to make it more sustainable based on the partnership that we came up with during this first one. So our current partnership with Heifer Nigeria sees it in the way that in the next 3 years, we will be able to provide climate information services to 1 million farmers. And this is what we are working towards, and then giving them sustained jobs, not just for them to be in agriculture.
How are you today? My name is Bella. I am calling you from DigiCow.
Heifer's investment through the AYuTe challenge has supported DigiCow to strengthen its own operations and its own IT system. We have been able to double the farmers that we were able to work with, and currently we have supported more than 300,000 farmers, and we have seen 75% of these farmers adopting to technologies, and the fund has also enabled us to create job opportunities. We work with Digital Farm Assistant. These youthful persons who have a background in agriculture, extension, livestock production and health are able to actually earn a livelihood through working with DigiCow and mobilizing the farmers, training them and supporting them to adopt.
At Thrive, our partnership with Heifer enabled us to unlock $1 million in capital, which is now allowing us to interact with farmers, provide these banking services to them, and now we're on track to provide millions of dollars back to those farmers in form of debts for them to scale up their production. Based on this partnership with Heifer, we've created already over 1,000 jobs and onboarded close to over 80,000 farmers. The eventual goal is to get to 125,000 farmers who would receive millions of dollars in financing to scale up their productions and keep growing the number of youths that are engaged to provide these banking services to the farmers over time.
For us at Heifer International, working with tech innovators has been transformational for the lives of smallholder farmers, for their families, and for their livelihoods. We have been able to partner and create impact for smallholder farmers. And other investors have been incentivized by the impact created from this partnership. And we are seeing innovators getting support, funding, from external sources to scale their businesses. And this has enabled innovators to build on their platform, to create employment for more young people with a gender lens as well. And we are seeing them create impact for smallholder families. And we are seeing the economics of these smallholder families changing for the better.
I think the AYuTe program is very critical. Having events like this where we can bring in young people with their bright ideas together in a room and ensure that we can provide that catalytic funding and that platform where Heifer can add its credibility to these young startups, allow them scale, is super important in defining their direction. In our case, we've been able to unlock several partnerships with banks, just being able to say, oh, we're identified with Heifer is sponsoring and backing these activities, has opened up access to even like local governments and like state governments in locations we work. So AYuTe is definitely a very fundamental program and it's been pivotal to our growth so far. And I think as we think about getting more young innovators in the room, getting more young startups, we need programs like this to scale.
From the AYuTe, we have been able to get a partner who is able to support us with actual financing and a lot of mentorship around animal health. This is Boringa Ingelhem, whom will be working a lot when it comes to the animal health workers.
Hello Tractor works in a very complex operating environment, and it takes an entire ecosystem for our small company to succeed. Through the collaboration with Heifer, we've been able to engage with partners who we've been challenged to partner with in the past. I'll give you some examples. Most recently, we launched our pay-as-you-go tractor financing program in Rwanda. Now, Rwanda was actively investing in agricultural mechanization. Through the Heifer relationship, we were able to combine our investments with the government of Rwanda's efforts to bring more leverage on our investments and go further, faster through smart public-private collaborations.
There's one thing having an idea or having an innovation, and another thing really having it be used on the ground. And one of the key things that is important is initiatives like Heifer helping you to really realize or making people use this kind of service. And for me, that is really an important initiative that you can take advantage of as an AgriTech company that has an innovation that you want to take to farmers.
For us at Heifer International, leveraging this platform, we are creating an ecosystem of partners and investors who could work with us and support us on this journey of scaling smallholder agriculture in Africa. We would love to collaborate for impact. Thank you.